Hey guys, so what you're going to see in this video is an actual open and operating video rental store in the year 2025. Now, a little bit of information I was able to get from this. Well, the owners did tell me when I was there that, they do have the place for rent, and they're not in any rush to get out of there, but they did say if anybody does bite on the place to be able to start renting the place out, they will shut it down, which is heartbreaking. But they said it's not anytime soon. Now, one thing I will say is if and when that happens, some of the stuff, the original video store props and stuff that they have there may end up on eBay, and I will give that information out when it happens and if it happens. But I will say this. I've talked about this on my live streams. I do plan on closing in my garage in my house and turning that room over there into a full studio and making more room in my house. And when that happens, I will take as much stuff as I can from there or buy it and try to recreate an actual video store in my own home using actual video store stuff if that day comes. But what you're going to see in here is just me. It's kind of ASMRing it because there was nobody in there, and the owner just kind of had it quiet in there, so I didn't want to be belligerent. And also my boss from work came with me because I wanted him to see the place. So we're going to look a little bit at the horror section, and then I picked up a few movies, and then I want to show you guys what we got. So without further ado, guys, sit back, let this ASMR video take over of me just looking at some of the rental horror movies at a national video still open in Louisiana. Enjoy. $20.25 back in the video store, still open and operating by the grace of God. Rodents. Tobe Mortuary. I don't own this. This looks ridiculous. Knuckle Bones. Midnight releasing. These movies were so bad. Anytime I go there, I definitely try to support it. I have a spinner shelf over there that is completely filled with video rental copies of horror films from the 2000s mostly. Now, the ones I have here, I was able to get all the bulletproof video rental cases, and I still have all my horror stickers. So let's look at what we have first, guys. This I got because it actually has the legendary Malcolm McDowell in it. I got this movie. It's an After Dark original, a new brand of fear, Mischief Night. Anybody know about Mischief Night? Let's read about it. On the night before Halloween, a young Kaylee is at work babysitting when she's warned by a local night watchman not to answer the door because nothing good can happen on Mischief Night. Soon Kaylee realizes someone is stalking her, but on Mischief Night, nothing is as it seems. They say danger is on the other side of the door, but they never say which side of the door you're on. This is an After Dark Films release, 60 by 9, but it's also Lionsgate. Like I said, I love these cases. They are bulletproof. Here it is, guys. Bulletproof case, Mischief Night from 2013. Now, it stars Malcolm McDowell playing what it seems to be basically like another kind of Loomis. And if you look on the back, look at the villain. This is going to kill you guys. Look right there. That's Michael. Brace yourself for something completely and surprisingly different. If anybody knows much about these After Dark originals, please let me know. I mean, I love cataloging stuff from this era. I think that there's a lot of fun video rental B horror stuff that was still coming out during that time, and there's always an audience for that sort of stuff. And count me in on that. So I'm all in on this. After Dark Films, Mischief Night, Brooke Ann Smith, Mark Valera, Nikki Lamar, Matt Angel, and Malcolm McDowell. Written and directed by Travis Baker. Oh, God, I thought that said Travis Barker for a second. So, great artwork on that, guys. An After Dark Mischief Night with Malcolm McDowell. That was one of the big reasons I grabbed that. Next up, guys. Now, this one I grabbed because it's a Tobe Hooper film. And I had never even heard of this. Now, this came out in 2006. Are you guys ready? This is an Echo Bridge DVD of a movie called Mortuary. Widescreen, a Tobe Hooper film. It sounds amazing to me, but I don't know crap from Crisco about it. Let's read a little bit about this. In a small town of Santa Lorena, California, the decrepit, long-abandoned Fowler Funeral Home has become a local legend. As the story has it, Zeb Fowler bought the land to start up a ranching business, but something killed off all the cattle. To make ends meet, Zeb became a town mortician, and the Fowler house was turned into a funeral home, complete with a cemetery for a yard. But the strangest part of the story is that Fowler's son, Bobby, whose face was so hideously disfigured, it was hidden beneath a burial shroud. At age 8, Bobby mysteriously vanished, and 10 years later, his parents were found murdered, their faces smashed in. Locals believe that Bobby is still alive. Today, the Fowler home is the stuff of nightmares are made of. Backed up sewage pooling in the yard, a house of filth, decay, coffins, embalming equipment, and strange black fungus growing on everything. And now the Doyle family is moving in. Having recently lost her husband, Leslie Doyle is relocating her 2 children, Jonathan and Jamie, to Santa Lorena so she can become the town's new mortician. But the Doyles have no idea of the horror they're in for. Soon they'll uncover what happened to the Fowlers. Sounds fun. 2006, directed by Tobe Hooper, produced by Tony... Oh, I thought that said Tony Todd for a second. Yeah, guys, I mean, anything that's involved with Tobe Hooper merits a watch. So, don't know if this movie has an audience whatsoever, but I'm happy to add Mortuary to the list. It's a Tobe Hooper film. I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. So hopefully somebody in the comment section below can tell me whether it's good or bad. I'm sure it'll probably say bad, but maybe there's a little bit of charm to it. There's always that hope. You know, that's all we can hope for is a little bit of charm. And last but not least, guys, those After Dark horror film releases. I love these kinds of movies. Some of these are probably not good, but I love cataloging these. I got Lake Dead unrated. After Dark Horror Fest, 8 films to die for. Let's read about this one. 3 beautiful sisters learn of a long-lost grandfather, but only make this discovery upon the news of his grisly death. Enticed to visit Grandpa's old home after hearing of an inheritance, the sisters head to the backcountry with some friends. We quickly follow the group of friends to the gates of a redneck-infested hell. The psychotic family occupying the inherited property goes on a long-awaited and much-enjoyed killing spree. As the family's twisted motives unravel, the sister discovers a terror worse than death. Includes Miss Horrorfest contest webisodes. You know, you never know. I mean, the back images look like they leave a little bit to be desired. Quite frankly, this picture right here is pathetic. Like, why would that get me excited for the movie? It's not even like, the actor's not even like centered in it. That may be a sign that this is not good whatsoever. But like I said, I love the catalog. These 8 films to die for, the After Dark Horror Fest titles. They're just so fun. I have a ton of them now. And this came out in 2008. So, I think out of the 3, the one that's going to be the big hit for me is probably going to be Mortuary. But like I said, guys, I love going to the video store and frequenting it and just buying horror films. They don't give them away to me, but they give them to me for really good prices. And it's just a beautiful thing going in there. So, hope you guys enjoyed that visit there. Let me know your thoughts on some of those titles. And I'm going to start doing some videos going back on the shelves and grabbing a bunch that I've gotten and doing some sort of fun video playlist like cheap 2000 slashers on DVD. I think that'd be really fun. Thank you guys for watching. God bless y'all. And we'll talk to you very, very soon. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.